Hello, Charles from the Bible Unbound, and today we're talking about Bible translations on our wonderful campus here. So, what type of translations do we use at this church? So, we don't tend to lock onto one. We prefer to use at least two or three. We basically are going on which one is the best one for you to read is the one that you will read every day. And we tend to use something like the ESV for preaching and teaching because it's a little bit more accurate. We use the NIV, which is a nice midline that a lot of people love to read daily. And we also use the NLT, which is more easier to get into for especially youth and for people that might have a more difficulty reading the ESV. Particularly myself, I tend to use the ESV for all of my studies, and I'll read the NLT just for nice reading because I love how it reads, and it actually helps in understandability from time to time. So we'll go into the first one that we want to talk about today, which is going to be the ESV. Now, the ESV translation was first published in 2001 by Crossway. And this is more on the word for word of the spectrum, which means that each word is the closest translation to what is actually in the Greek and Hebrew. And they like to try to translate the same word the same way as they go through. Now, they don't do it as woodenly as maybe the NASB does. They're a little bit more of that word for word, but the SV is that nice compromise to where it's as close as you can get to the word for word and still be really readable and really understandable. Now, this is originally based on the 1971 RSV text, so it's more of an update to the RSV. And they had a couple of minor revisions, like one in 2002 was a very minor revision. And the last revision that everybody is reading right now is the 2011 revision, which had only about 500 words changed between all of the revisions. Now, there's word that there might be a new revision coming up in 2014 that I'm going to be taking a look at. And I don't expect it to be as much of a major revision. So people that may have invested into premium qualities, I don't think it's going to be that big of a jump, and you should still be able to use the materials that you have and still have it edify your studies. And I believe that this will be one of the best ones for actual in-depth study going forward for myself and the rest of our team. So that's just a basic overview, and we'll talk more about it in upcoming videos, but we hope that this actually gave you a little bit of a glimpse into the ESV. And with that, we hope to see you again in the next video.